Willkommen zu Kathy Rain, a detective is born.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit
Ist
now.
irgendwer besoffen?
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and
oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
and get this. His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
Ja, war mein Großvater. Ich möchte wirklich nicht darüber reden. Ich habe ihn nicht mehr gesehen, seit ich ein Kind. Das ist eine Ewigkeit her. Ja, 1 oder 3. Ist beides richtig. Hier hat man auch so kleine Entscheidungen. Ich weiß nicht mehr genau, wie sich das auswirkt.
I haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Okay, 25. September 1995, Tag 1.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Ne, das kennt, glaube ich, jeder. So, und so bewegen wir uns. Und als erstes machen wir den Wecker aus. Wecker anschauen.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Wecker ausschalten.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later, E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Ja, aber erstmal umgucken. Poster.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Titanic.
I'm fairly sure it's about... I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Ja, das stimmt.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check.
Super. Dann sind wir bereit. Ich mag sie.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Angekokelter pinker Teddybär.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Können wir...
I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
Ja, aber... Blut.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers.
Mildred.
Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Okay,
Color
Drucker.
printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
1995 Color Printer, in der Tat fancy. Das war die Zeit vom Nadeldrucker eigentlich.
I'm no... A computer, that is. Not
Oops.
a geek.
Äh,
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
die waren auch sauteuer. Also so richtige... Was nicht, C64 war auch eigentlich teuer. Amiga 500, also haben ja damals die Eltern gekauft immer.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Also sie weiß, wie man Computer benutzt, aber sie weiß nicht, wie man Geeks benutzt.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Das Ding aus einer anderen Welt.
Messy. Just the way I like it.
In der Tat. Bett verwenden. Komm, leg dich wieder hin.
Nah, I just got up.
Wusste ich's doch.
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. Just some random band poster.
Okay, Pulp Fiction und ein random... Gitarre, was? Elektrische Gitarre.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
Warum muss sie erwähnen, dass sie lesbisch war, von der sie es bekommen hat? Das verstehe ich nicht. Nachdenken.
Helped me get rid of my last two roommates.
Okay, können wir darauf spielen?
Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Och Mann, wozu ist sie denn da? Okay, das war's schon, ne? Gibt's eigentlich... mit Space. Schrank, Spiegel, Poster, pinker Teddy, Koffer, Wecker, ganz schön viel. Terminplaner, Kreuz.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Neveling, hi, na, wie geht's dir, Mann? Ja, siehst du, die achtet drauf, dass ich die nichts verpasse.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
Über Kreuz nachdenken.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat.
Macht sie ja scheinbar nicht. Okay. Telefon und Scanner haben wir noch nicht.
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
Ich erinnere mich noch an meinen ersten Scanner. Den musste man damals halt separat kaufen. Vielleicht gab es auch Multigeräte, aber die waren sauteuer. Der Scanner an sich hat schon irgendwie 100 Euro gekostet, Mark. Und das war so ein Riesenteil. Das war echt riesig und konnte fast gar nichts.
Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Können wir irgendwen anrufen? Ah. Können wir? Was ist denn das da unten? Ups. Notizbuch, Elektroschockwaffe, Feuerzeug, Schachtel Zigaretten. Mehr braucht man nicht.
I haven't written anything in it yet.
Okay.
I'll write down clues in this as I find them.
Okay, Clues.
NZ 500 self-defense stun gun. Fully charged. A girl can never be too safe.
Ja, und ein bisschen Kung Fu schadet auch nicht.
My trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
BH. Kathy Rain, KR, BH. Okay.
The only thing my deadbeat dad left me.
Okay, wie ihr Vater. Okay.
My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
Okay, mal gucken, können wir das kombinieren?
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Alles klar. Na gut, dann gehen wir raus. Achso, Telefon. Sorry. Telefon.
Just a phone.
Knopf drücken.
Might want to pick up the handle first.
Okay. Kontakte, Wohnheim.
Not that I don't love the sound of my own voice, but...
Achso, das sind wir. Alles klar, wir haben keine Nummer, die wir anrufen können. Also erstmal raus. Oh, mir geht's gut, dankeschön. Ich mache heute Stream schon 5 Stunden. Das ist langsam werde ich ein bisschen bräsig im Kopf, aber noch geht's. Mir geht's gut. Ich habe angefangen mit Dreamfall, weil ich das später noch schneiden und hochladen will. Und jetzt halt ein paar Indie-Games mal ausprobieren. Ich wollte ein Wimmelbildspiel spielen, aber dann habe ich es mir nicht getraut. Ich dachte, wenn ich... cooles Bike übrigens. Ich muss da draufklicken, ich weiß. Ich dachte, wenn ich dann bei so einem Minigame verkacke, lachen mich alle aus. Okay.
Well, here we are. Does anyone object? Guess
Sie will
not.
eine rauchen. Okay.
Dead people rule.
Das ging aber schnell. Grabstein.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Okay. Grabstein, Grabstein.
No time for that.
Wollte ich mir mal angucken.
It says Price.
Price Mausoleum, okay.
A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Und sind auch ein bisschen gruselig, um ehrlich zu sein. Aber die Beerdigung.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero.
Oh, finde ich
His
cool,
name
dass
was Joseph Irving Rain.
der Schwester von
We all remember his
gut
warm
geht, dass sie
heart,
wieder zu Hause
his
ist.
compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Ja, nee, also beim ersten Mal wäre es ja kein Problem, aber ich habe Befürchtung, dass ich die gar nicht hinkriege und dann überspringen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Okay, das scheint die Oma zu sein, Miss Rain. Elizabeth Parker. Jetzt kann ich die mir angucken. Eric Mitchell. Stephen Cummings. Lily Myers, ob das die Programmierer sind?
No reason to go in there.
David Spielman. Eleanor Foy. Roy Rundle. Aber ich glaube, so viel Programmierer hatte das gar nicht. Vielleicht sind das Becker, Ernest Johnson, Unterstützer. Weiß ich nicht. Reden wir mal mit Oma. Ja, ich habe so 3 Wimmelbildspiele sonst, die ganz gut sind. So, ne?
Excuse me?
Aneinander
Mrs.
mal.
Rain?
Have we met, Anne? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Bis dann. Neuer Schauplatz hinzugefügt. Joseph Irving Rain. 71 ist er geworden. 71,5 sogar. Arme Miss Rain.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Nah, we can talk more later at the house.
Okay. Gehen wir mal. Oh, Priester.
It's the priest who performed the service here.
Die Heldin, ja, die ist cool, ne? Vor allem, wenn hier dieses Bild auftaucht. Das ist schön. Hier ist so ein bisschen pixelig, man erkennt nichts. Aber das haben sie ganz gut hingekriegt.
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Die haben auch sie hat auch ein cooles
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Mhm. Und wieso sind Sie überzeugt, dass ich auf einem Pfad der Sünde bin, Pater? Sie haben wohl noch nie von einem hoffnungslosen Fall gehört. Keine Sünden mehr? Was soll ich dann mit meiner Freizeit anstellen? Ja, genau. Woher will er das wissen? Vielleicht sind wir ja...
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Mhm. Ab aufs Bike. Hier, das ist ihr Bike. Haus der Rains, Friedhof. Gehen wir erstmal nach Hause.
Grandma, anybody home?
Wäre auch irgendwie wunderlich, ne? Die Großmutter war halt noch da und wir sind direkt hier hingefahren. Ist doch klar, dass wir schneller da sind.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
Okay, sie restauriert also Spielzeuge.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
Ja. Sie hatte wahrscheinlich früher auch mehr. Also, sei nicht so gemein, Kathy. Wohnzimmertür, Rollstuhl.
An old wheelchair.
Ups, sorry.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
Oh, wahrscheinlich der Opa.
Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Okay.
A small table lamp. A small table lamp.
Wieso musste sie da
Some
hingehen?
kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Wieso musste sie zur Tischlampe hingehen? Also wir wollen jetzt erstmal niemanden anrufen. Ein Foto.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Ooh.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Ja, zum Glück.
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Okay. Kampfflugzeuge.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Wohnzimmertür.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
Okay.
So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon then?
Die Wahrheit erzählen, dass du sie in eine Psychiatrie hast einweisen? Oh, scheinbar musste sie ihre Mutter in die Psychiatrie einweisen. Aber komm, erzähl mal.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too.
Ja.
So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
Der Opa da gerade.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Oh Gott. Vorfall 81.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
Okay. Ein Kriegstrauma, was haben die Ärzte gesagt? Wie sieht es mit der Polizei aus?
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it.
Oh Gott.
I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Ja. Ich auch nicht. Also er kam, also der Opa, der jetzt gestorben ist, kam 81 von der Polizei nach Hause gebracht, wieder, und hat seitdem kein Wort mehr gesprochen. Musste im Rollstuhl bleiben und kein Arzt konnte sagen, was er hat. Und jetzt ist er tot. Irgendwas stimmt da nicht.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
Kriegstrauma glaube ich nicht.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead.
Okay.
Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Elektroschockwaffe zeigen. Mach ich mal.
I don't want to show her that.
Warum?
She'll just start worrying about me.
Okay. Dann hier.
I don't want to show her that.
Dann,
I don't want to show her that.
Dann das.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Ja, also Werbung, als Priester Werbung nach einer Beerdigung zu machen, ist, Broschüren verteilen.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Was haben wir hier? Foto.
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Also er mochte Flugzeuge.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s.
Bei der Air Force war er auch.
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair.
Okay.
That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think.
Alkohol.
Expensive-looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Okay. Alkohol
Huh.
trinken.
Would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no.
Sideboard.
A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Okay, damals auch schon nicht nach oben. Das ist interessant. Also sie ist hier aufgewachsen, aber ihre Mutter hat scheinbar irgendeine Krankheit. Also, und sie nennt sie nicht Mutter, sondern beim Vornamen. Und die Mutter hat die halt immer schlecht geredet.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing.
Deshalb ist sie seit Jahren nicht mehr zu ihren Großeltern gegangen.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Ah, das stimmt aber teilweise. Regengeräusche können wunderschön sein. Ups, was?
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
Okay.
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
Großmutter, warum hast du so große Augen?
Oh,
sorry.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
Bücherregal.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Oh, Modellflugzeug.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts.
Ja, der Opa war halt Air Force und Flugzeugnachher.
I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Okay. Wir sollen zum Sheriff. Gehen wir mal. Kann ich im Telefonbuch zuerst da anrufen?
It's a phone.
Oh,
It's a phone book. Conwell Springs County.
okay.
I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town.
Dann mach doch mal.
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Ah, okay.